think it's always good to start an interview with finding out people's origin story into crypto. So I thought that would be a good question to kick off with Martin. So yeah, please give a little background on your origin story to cryptocurrency. It seems like everybody in this space has a story like that. So can you elaborate on when you were first introduced and where your crypto origin story began?
I don't think I have such an interesting origin story like some people they might have. But obviously, 10 years ago, I heard about it for the first time when it went mainstream in the media and everyone talked about it. And at that time, I didn't get 100% into it. I just followed a little bit by far. But it's not until recent time where I really started to dig in deep and started to understand the potential and the benefits of everything. And it's so funny because when you're not inside crypto, it seems like another world. Like you're not seeing so many news about it, and the moment when you start to get into crypto, it's like you don't understand that they don't know what's going on. So it still needs to get a bit more mainstream for people to understand, but the potential is huge in so many different aspects, and I just find it really, really fascinating.
Awesome. No, that's a great story. I mean, it's simple, but it's kind of like a lot of people. Mine began with just reading a book and becoming attracted to Bitcoin. So let's move along here and just get a little bit more idea behind who you are, Martin, and kind of what your personal values are and kind of how you see those fit into cryptocurrency. So tell me a little bit about your home life and how much you value personal growth outside of football.
I think it's everything. I think to grow as a human being and also to take a business or whatever it can be and just make it grow is what gives you that spark to jump out of bed in the morning and get you excited. And that has always been my life. I always been playing football. So for me, I've always been really motivated to wake up and improve myself. And luckily, it also brought me in different areas to improve my health, physical health, mental health. And I'm married now, and my wife, she's also an entrepreneur. She have her own business. So it's nice at home to have like-minded people to be sharing in my everyday life with someone who's similar to me. We also have 5 beautiful kids now, and I think also nowadays it's really important to be kind of a role model for the kids. And I think as parents, oftentimes you tend to just tell your kids how to do, but I think they learn by doing and by watching what you do. So we try to set good example for our kids and actually show them that the sky is the limit, but you have to work extremely hard. And that's what they see me do. They always see me work hard to achieve my dreams, and they always ask me why am I doing it. And if everyone they're doing it that kind of way, and I'm saying no, it's not everyone they choose to do it, and then if you want to go for something, life is a choice. So it's really important to have goals in life, and also talking about mental health. I think when you wake up with energy, with desire, you're excited about your day. You don't have time to think about all the bad things about you because you're excited and you have something to go for. And I really value that high, and I think it's important to have that in your life. Whatever it can be, it can be a goal of just being a good mom or a good dad. It doesn't matter, but you wake up with some kind of desire and spark in the morning. It's really important.
No, that's great. I definitely feel like I echo that, that inspiration, waking up every day, wanting to go kind of take the marrow out of life. Um, it's great. And so it seems like you translated that into business as well. So transitioning this conversation a little bit more into the crypto world, what's your background in business? I read that you have, a lot of investments. You've even got real estate in the United States. And maybe how does crypto relate to your personal vision for your personal brand and business growth?
Business background, how everything actually started is going back to the mental kind of preparation I've been doing and everything, and the books that I was reading from a really young age, it was all pure business books. So I started studying successful people, how they've done to grow their businesses, and I just applied it in football. And after I started to do it as well in business, and it's been working for me so far. But for me, investment is one thing, but if you can invest and also give back to the community, it's something that's really important. And it's something that I work for me in the real estate business with my company, Haise. And what CryptoSnack have similar to that is they also want to give back to the community and to the football fans. So I hope with CryptoSnack, I'm sure that we can give back to the football fans and get closer to the fans around the world.
No, that's great. I think this is a good opportunity to bring Stuart into the conversation as well. Maybe he can give a little bit of background into CryptoSnack, what the idea and vision is behind CryptoSnack, before we start jumping into some other crypto questions.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, just to give a bit of background on CryptoSnack, it was formed in 2021. And from there, we've developed the project. We originally started with a focus on the sports and iGaming industry. So we primarily were working in iGaming, which is online sports betting and gambling. Our token is actually accepted in some online casinos. That was a big milestone for us as we were going. And now, because sports and sports betting, for example, are so interlinked, we decided to start working with a professional football team in La Liga, which was Espanyol. So we decided to sponsor them. And to make the sponsorship more than just a visibility play, we decided to bring them crypto payments. So they would be the first club in La Liga to accept cryptocurrencies. So now that we've had this partnership for over a year, and now they still accept cryptocurrency, so very happy with that. So, but we want to develop the business even more, moving from a kind of casino affiliate payment processor into developing something more focused on the sports market. So we're working with the clubs, and inside in our team, we're working to develop a benefit system to offer more to the fans, so they can not only pay with cryptocurrency, but exchange that cryptocurrency into these money can't buy experiences, get closer to the players, feel like a real fan. That's what's really, really important to us. And we think if we're able to work with multiple clubs doing this, it's a really good business model.
Phenomenal. I think this is where we're going to start getting into the meat of the conversation here. So Martin, as a player for RCD Espanyol, former FC Barcelona player as well as a player from the Denmark national team and other clubs as well. Where do you see the crossover then between cryptocurrencies, maybe the world of Web3 and world football? I think this is a great question for both of you. So maybe Stuart, when Martin finishes, you can add your 2 cents.
I think gradually people are going to see the benefits of all of this, but I think 2 things that we can see really, really fast is fan engagement and also the ticketing system, which you sometimes see that a lot of sporting events, they are having problem with false tickets, and this is a solution to all of this. So I think there are a lot of things where you will see development of blockchain technology and the benefits it will have in the sporting industry really, really fast in the near future.
Yeah, and I think as well there's a crossover between people are very, very tribal in crypto. They love their Bitcoin, they love their Dogecoin. It's the same with the team. Like once you pick your team, you never really leave. So I think there's a similar mindset there. And if we can tap into that as CryptoSnack, it's a very, very powerful play for us. And I think, like as I said again, offering these money can't buy experiences. For example, with Espanyol, in our contract, we get to have the stadium 1 day a year to do whatever we want. That's a massive chance to engage our own crypto community and the fans of Espanyol, bring them together, show them the benefits of cryptocurrency, take that first step into them maybe potentially buying some, having a wallet, seeing that it's not what they see in the news. It's not just a speculative asset. It has multiple purposes. And one of the things Martin said about like once you register something on the blockchain, then obviously it can't be corrupted, and that's why ticketing is so interesting as well. And the amount of tickets a club issues, I mean, that's a very, very good value proposition for them. So yeah, we think it has multiple applications in sport, and we're going to pursue all of them.
Those are great answers, guys. Thanks. So you've mentioned the fans. You know, there's a lot of rumors and rumblings throughout the football world at this time that football is losing a connection with its fans. So maybe to push a little harder into that point, how do you think that crypto and Web3 can bring fans closer to the sport?
I don't know if I agree that that like the sport is losing fans, but I think in general, nowadays with social media, and there's so many easy accessible things for people to put their attention to. And before you only had football and sporting events, but right now with the smartphones, you have so many things that you can look at so many interesting things. So football is not just enough to watch the game. You need to create something about around the event to make it interesting. And you know, when you have like some fan-based tokens, you can give the fans exclusive access to different things, and it's just a good way to do it. And when you get them involved in their daily life, like Stuart also said before, people, they grow that connection, and everyone, they want to feel a part of something. And when you start to feel a part of something, you're also gonna connect every day and want to integrate yourself into the community. So I think it's about giving some special access and giving a part of yourself, which has been difficult for some clubs before.
Yeah, and just to add to that, for example, like with Crypto Snack, what we're trying to achieve is that, imagine you're a sporting fan, you want to buy a ticket for your club, you can use your Crypto Snack currency. You actually want to place a bet on your club, you can actually use Crypto Snack. You want to meet a player, you know, if you reach a certain level of holdings, you can exchange that holding for to meet with them, train with them. That feeling of like living like the full experience as a fan, I mean, that is super attractive. And even in our community, I mean, every week, every home game, we're giving away free match day experiences. I mean, these are very, very popular. And these will, like, as a tool for retention, not only as a token holder, but it's something different that they're not getting it from any other sponsors as well. And that's why we think we stand apart. And for example, as well, like if you're paying for your ticket with Crypto Snack and you see that the payment processor is powered by Crypto Snack, then you know that we're really integrated into that club. We're a long-term sponsor. Like, that's what fans want to see as well.
Definitely. I think I may have misspoke. I didn't necessarily mean that football was losing fans, more of losing that connection. Obviously, football is still the most popular sport in the world. But moving further to talk a little bit more about what crypto can do for the fan. Just to pull an example that just came into my head, I remember seeing last year that there was a Catalan derby between Girona and FC Barcelona, where with the fan tokens, the player or the fans were able to choose the crest that was exchanged between the teams at the start of the game. So maybe you guys can just elaborate a little bit more on how you feel football can maybe democratize decisions for football teams and democratize the sport. And I'm also thinking about like Socios memberships in Spain and things like that.
Yeah, what you just mentioned right now is really interesting, especially the social membership, because they want the fans to have a say in the decisions and everything. But to give it more transparency, you can do like a more token-based voting system, because like Stuart said, when everything is on the blockchain, you can't falsify it, and it would also get them involved and help them to make team decisions. And really have a say on things, because right now you don't really know what's going on behind the scenes, which we have not only seen in the world of sports, also outside. So I think it gives a lot more transparency to the members of the different clubs. So yeah, I like your thought on that.
Yeah, definitely. And that's one thing which I think it's really, really critical for, is there is a big disconnect between some clubs and their owner. Their owners maybe a venture capital fund or from another country. They don't feel local. And if you know that if you're electing someone to represent the fans, it's done with transparency, or to lead the club, it's done with transparency. That's how to really connect again with them. Not just as I said, like we're saying the benefits that we can offer as a token, like meeting the players and buying your tickets, etc. But that's what fans really want as well, that connection, because fans tend to be local as well, unless it's the top clubs. So they really want that connection, and I think the transparency blockchain can offer will really help.
Well, that's great. I'd like that idea too, of how fans are so local that connecting with them is really important. So just maybe shifting gears a little bit, let's talk a little bit about your relationship with CryptoSnack. So Martin, maybe you can explain a little bit about how the relationship came to be and what your kind of official position is with CryptoSnack.
Yeah, after long talks and understanding the company, I've become a shareholder in CryptoSnack. It's a company that's gonna take everything with storm, I'm sure. If they haven't heard about it right now, they're gonna hear about it really soon, because it's gonna be one of the biggest crypto out there. And what I find most interesting about it is it's driven like a real business. You have a lot of cryptos that are pure scam out there, and it's also a business who is really focused about creating a community and adding value and giving back to the community, which is something that's really close to my own values. So I feel it's really important to be part of something that has a focus to give back to the community.
No, that's great. Maybe we can hear the same thing from CryptoSnack, from Stuart's perspective.
Yeah. Obviously, I mean, when me and Martin first met, we spoke for actually a few hours, like, and we found out we had very, very similar mindsets, very ambitious, wanting to develop things for legacy, wanting to bring real value to people. And I think that's what was the instant draw for me. And then obviously putting together both profiles, CryptoSnack and Haise, we knew we could develop something very unique. And one of our goals is to create CryptoSnack to be a household name, not only in crypto, sports, and in the future we'll develop into other businesses. So I think that's the key, is that we're very, very driven. We both have a lot of resources added together. We think we have one of the most unique brands on the market. So that's what we want to do. We just want to go at 100%, put all the resources behind it, and grow the company as big as possible.
Yeah, I really like that response, that it's really driven like a true business, what I've found working with them as well. Maybe just expand a little bit more on just how have you liked working with the CryptoSnack team? How have you found that, Martin?
It's exciting. It's exciting, especially like Stuart, he said, we have a similar mindset, and I think it's important because you just keep building that fire. And the way he works is kind of similar to what I've done in my whole life. He put a lot of goals down, and I just want to be on the front foot and attack and reach one goal, go to the next. And that's how it's been done so far. That's why CryptoSnack have done so much in a year where they have where everything started. So I'm just happy to be a part of it, and I know that next year is going to be even better when we're going to put our energies together, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, let's give the reverse question to you, Stuart. How has it been working with Martin?
Yeah, honestly, it's been really, really good. As I said, we both drive each other. And we obviously, we find that like we start talking, we start developing a plan. I think we're both very strategic in how we operate business-wise. We're always thinking about what can we achieve now that will take us to the next stage. So for me, that's been very, very important. It's like, okay, what do we need? What do we want to achieve in 2023? Okay, how are we going to do it? Who are we going to approach? And it's, as I said, very strategic. We plan, and we both know we can execute because we have in the past. So I think that's what's really been good, is that we're focused on one goal at a time, and then building as well. Like having that final goal is like, we want to take this as far as we can go, be a household name, be a big brand, and I think that's what's really driving me and driving Martin.
No, that's awesome. Before continuing into some of the other questions I have prepared, you just spoke about the vision for 2023 and the roadmap. Are you able to speak about that? Are you able to talk about some of the plans that you have?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, our goal for 2023 is to expand our payment processor, work with large multinationals. We're primarily looking at the online ticketing market as our first industry we want to go into, because we really like its high volume, multiple transactions, repetitive. So we want to focus our payment processor there. In the sports side, we want to expand into the top 3 leagues in the world, have a presence in each league, be the first for crypto payments, work with all the partners, grow the benefits of the token, grow the utility, and obviously grow visibility, so that when you think of crypto and sport, you're thinking of CryptoSnack. We want to develop our affiliate business as well, working with the top online crypto casinos, and we have an ambition to start working directly, maybe not ourselves as an operator, but working with another operator using our brand. So those are really, really exciting, and we think that's very, very achievable in the next 8 months.
And how does Martin fit into those plans?
Well, I mean, I think Martin's going to be a good place for me to obviously bounce ideas off. He has a lot of connections inside the sports industry. He knows how things work behind the scene. So if I bring him a proposal, he will know the more intricate details behind the scenes, and we'll know if that's the right partner for us. So I think that's what I'll definitely use him for. And of course, like as I said, the motivation part, like we're always hungry. Like if I ever need a push, I'll phone him, and I'm sure he'll push me.
Yeah, that hungry metaphor fits well with CryptoSnack. Any thoughts or comments on that vision as well, Martin?
No, everything is spot on what Stuart is saying. So many things to do, and yeah, I just can't wait just to get going, because I know this year we'll have so many things to get official. We're taking huge steps. But like Stuart said, the main thing is we're talking about what can we do right now to keep growing the business, and not only just doing a lot of things just for the sake of doing it. Everything is strategically done, and also to be sure that we partner with the right people to help us grow. So everything is precisely calculated.
Awesome. So Martin, do you feel like an ambassador for the industry now? Is this fun? And if so, how do you plan to use your platform as an ambassador along with CryptoSnack?
I don't like describing myself just in a single word, ambassador or footballer. But having the platform of crypto, I hope to get a closer connection to the football fans around the world, because this is what we are trying to achieve together. And I'm sure with what Stuart have already been doing so far with his community and bringing my community together, we're working really hard on creating some unique sporting experiences for people in the near future. So that's what I hope that we can use the platform to keep doing. And Stuart have done it so far, and I think we're gonna be able to give even special experiences for our community. That's what we want to do, and like I said, you have done it so far, and we always try to find something special to give back to the community.
No, that's wonderful. And so, digging a little bit deeper into how again football can benefit from crypto and blockchain technology, I understand you were a part of the Denmark World Cup team that recently played in Qatar. And I was curious to know what you saw during your time there, that you could see the World Cup experience benefiting from blockchain or crypto, Web3 technology. Is it things for the fans? Is there things for the players? What do you think like basically major tournaments all around could do?
I think it's just a bit of an extension of what I said earlier regarding engagement and the ticketing. But to give my example, you can give access to like some different exclusive access to some blockchain based things. It could be player jerseys. It could be come and watch a training session of one of the World Cup teams. There's so many things that you could do and give exclusivity to the football fans. They'll just grow the community. It will benefit the fans, but it will also benefit the players and the organizations around the world, FIFA. And for the ticketing, of course, there's a lot of people who have traveled really far to go and watch the World Cup. But as right now, the ticketing system can be a bit complex, and you do still find false tickets with a blockchain-based ticketing system. This will not occur. And I think hopefully from the next World Cup, they have gotten this under control. So people are not losing money just traveling and having false tickets.
Stuart, as a fan and somebody who likely watched the World Cup, do you have any other thoughts on how maybe crypto stack or blockchain in general can support big tournaments like a World Cup or a Euros or a Copa Libertadores?
Yeah,
like
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I think as well, I mean, we need to focus on the crypto payment side. I mean, crypto payments is a borderless application. You can be anywhere in the world and pay for tickets and not worry about third-party expenses or getting scammed. And I think that would be something to look at as well. So like if I'm in Argentina and I want to buy a ticket for the World Cup, I don't have to worry what currency I pay in. I can just pay in crypto, my preferred crypto. And I think that would be really, really interesting to explore.
Definitely. Again, it's just a focus on fan engagement, bringing the fans closer to the teams and the clubs. So pulling back a little bit and trying to get a broader scope on crypto and Web3, what do you think it will take for cryptocurrencies to become more mainstream? Or even, is this something that you're thinking about as a company, as a shareholder?
I mean,
we can pass this to Martin, or no, go ahead, Stuart.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I thought it was maybe more directed at me. I mean, I think in cryptocurrencies, like we've obviously had a lot of noise the last few years. A lot of technology has been developed. We don't currently have a massive user base that can engage with that technology. So we really need to focus on onboarding more people into cryptocurrency, making easing the transaction, easing the path into cryptocurrencies, making wallets very accessible, teaching people, focus on education, highlighting the benefits of being in cryptocurrencies. For me, I think remittance, sending money around the world is a huge area which we should be focusing cryptocurrencies on. The iGaming sector as well is huge for cryptocurrency. It solves a lot of the issues. iGaming companies tend to pay a lot of fees just to get our clients on board. Cryptocurrencies solves all those issues. So we need to focus on where cryptocurrency can fix the immediate problems now, and that will bring the people. And then once we start onboarding a lot of people, more people will know. People want to know and won't want to miss out. And I think that's where we need to go with it.
Yeah, Martin, do you have any business thoughts?
I cannot give a better answer than that.
Right on. Yeah, it was a great answer. I mean, I think as well as security is a very good thing as well, keeping people's funds secure so that they're not losing money in poor investments or anything like that. But yeah, definitely a good, well-rounded answer from Stuart. Again, just looking at crypto from a broader perspective, do you feel that there is negative stigma around the industry? And if so, how can we change that?
Definitely. I mean, yeah, go ahead, Stuart.
No, sorry, Cal, I don't know if you're speaking to me or Martin. So I'll go first. Sorry, Martin. I think, yeah, with the amount of problems we've seen with Voyager, FTX, there's definitely some negative stigma around, but that's an opportunity for the rest of us left to show that we're a transparent company. We have a real value proposition. Cryptocurrency is not just a speculative asset or a technology distant to your day-to-day life. It can be your Apple Pay. It can be your token for meeting your favorite players. It can be multiple things. And I think that's the message we need to get to people and try and filter out the negative and the bad actors. And that can only be done through transparency. and education, knowing where to put your money and not falling for too good to be true offers inside the cryptocurrency market.
Yeah, I completely agree with Stuart. With the last incidents that we had this year, definitely there's a negative stigma, which is normal. But I think also, like Stuart said, it's a good thing, because it just gives the rest of us an opportunity to grow the business. And also, I think it's gonna exterminate all the scams that are out there, and the bad cryptocurrencies. You have to look at the companies who have a real utility. And I think the company who have a real utility, they're gonna shine through this, and people are gonna see in the future, because we're going, if people want it or not, blockchain technology is the future, and we're gonna go in that direction. So people there are eventually gonna see it.
Yeah, it's almost inevitable if you're a true believer. And so looking at where you might be able to support some of these endeavors to eliminate this stigma, as well as something Stuart mentioned earlier about how they'd like to expand in some of the other leagues, into some of the other parts of Europe. Are there any plans for Crypto Snack to start looking to other places, and what might those be?
For me, so I think, yeah, I mean, realistically, like, we're building a business where if we move, like, for example, we partner with another team, we focus on the crypto payment side, we focus on the benefits, we focus on growing the community, working with the existing partners to get them engaged into the current crypto community, make it easy for them to understand how blockchain or cryptocurrency can benefit their business. So for us, yeah, we've definitely got our eyes on expansion. First in Italy, secondly into the UK, into the Premier League. We're using sport to do that. So we want to partner with a team in Italy. We have one which we're very close to announcing. And the deal with them is that we work with all their partners. We offer them crypto payment solutions. We help them with engagement for fans that are maybe not in Italy, around the world, and how cryptocurrency can do that. So that's our main focus just now. As I said, the payment side is huge. We want to be one of the biggest players in the payments, crypto payment side in the sports industry, and work with all the big players there, ticketing, merchandise, and sports betting.
Yeah, Martin, do you agree that expanding into these places would be positive? Do you believe that there's an appetite for this type of expansion?
Yeah, definitely. The steps have already been taken, and like Stuart is saying, we have something really interesting to announce from Italy really soon. And it wouldn't surprise me in the next couple of years you will see us in like at least every league in the top 5 league in Europe. So I think we're definitely taking big steps, and I think you'll see us all over the world eventually. But like we said earlier, strategically, we know where we have to start, and we build the foundation from there, and then we just keep expanding.
Yeah, taking another question off the top of my head, how do you guys see yourselves comparing to competitors in the industry, say like a Chili's, or like a So Rare, some of these other kind of crypto football related projects? How does Crypto Snack differentiate itself from those other projects? And maybe this is better for Stuart to answer first.
Yeah, okay, that's a good question. I mean, Chili's and So Rare, they've carved themselves out their niche inside the market. We're looking at sports as a broad industry. You know, we want to have a token which you can spend, buy your tickets, buy your merchandise, buy your food and drinks. We also want that you can exchange for these money can't buy experiences. We want the token that you can be able to bet on your favorite team with. We want you to be able to win opportunities to travel with us, to meet these teams, to meet these players. So we want to offer a lot more. And of course, we want to be a payment processor as well for all the big clubs, so that if they want to accept cryptocurrency, they know they come to Crypto Snack because we have the best service, we've got the best engagement, and also we have a token. So I think that's where we differentiate ourselves. They're doing very well. As I said, they've carved themselves out a nice niche within the sports industry. We want to take the whole industry. To be honest, that's what we want to do.
Yeah, any thoughts on that? I know I've seen Chile's advertisements at La Liga games. Any thoughts on that, Martin?
Like you said, those companies that are more focusing about the niche area where we are more looking at the broad area of things in the sports industry. But like Stuart said, we're not really limiting ourselves. We're looking to take over everything. So that's really our mindset going into this.
Awesome. Then just again shifting gears a little bit more to again how we can change the stigma and how we can improve the industry. Europe is doing a lot, at least a lot more than the United States, where I'm from, in terms of solidifying regulation. And so, do you have any thoughts on the upcoming, or I think it was actually recently passed, the MiCA legislation coming out of the European Union?
I'm sure that Stuart has a lot more to say about this than me, but regulation is an important part. You have a lot of people who have lost a lot of money as there haven't been any regulations to really understand which business are credible and which businesses are not. So regulation is a huge part, something we must get done for the future of crypto. So we can't get around it. We need to do it, and we are pushing for these things because we have a lot of transparency, and it will only make us even more credible that you have regulation, and we are still there pushing, because when there'll be regulations, you'll have a lot of cryptos who are out of business.
Yeah, any thoughts there, Stuart?
Yeah, I think to echo what Martin said is that we need regulation to give clarity to the industry. Do I think all regulation is good regulation? Absolutely not. There needs to be more engagement with the businesses already here, because I mean, like I said, we're happy to be regulated when we're one of the few companies which is fully transparent, very visible. Like we've got nothing to hide. You know, we have accounts. We work in not just in crypto. We work in let's just say the mainstream industries as well. So we're very happy to do it. But what we would like is a bit more engagement from the regulators. I mean, my thoughts on MiCA that's coming in. We will obviously be registered in with the Bank of Spain in Spain, and we'll have our license in Lithuania, so we're completely covered. But the MiCA was dreamed up years ago, and now it's going to be implemented probably in 18 months if it is ever implemented. So the crypto industry moves so fast. So that's why you really need to engage with the players that are inside it, because we know what's coming next, because we're shaping that future, so that like the regulation they actually want to impose matches where we are with the technology, where we are with the engagement of the people. So I think that's really, really important to consider as well.
Yeah, right on. Are there any kind of specifics to the legislation that you prefer, that you think will be positive for the industry?
I think I think it needs revised personally. Personally, I think it needs revised. I mean, there's some positives, okay, like in terms of the transparency between crypto companies, where they're registered, and if they're registered in the EU, they need to sign up to this. If they want to operate in the EU, they need to sign up for it. That can take away a lot of the bad players that are registering offshore and trying to scam people here in Europe. That's very, very positive. But also, I don't want regulation that discourages the use of cryptocurrencies. I want regulation that encourages it. So that's kind of where I am at the moment.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, and so kind of closing the interview here, I've got two short final questions. At least for Martin. Martin, do you have a favorite cryptocurrency?
I think it's obvious now. You've been talking with my favorite cryptocurrency for the last 30 minutes, so definitely the snack. I think it would kill me also if I didn't say that. So I think it's the obvious choice. I'm in it. I invested in it because I believe in it. It's my favorite cryptocurrency, and yeah, we're making big moves.
I think that's an important way to express why somebody chooses a cryptocurrency, is because you believe in it. A lot of people will invest in random little things and just not really study. And then, so finally, is there anything you want to say about your crypto experience, Martin? Your experience with Crypto Snack that we haven't already talked about?
I think overall, talking about crypto, I would advise people to start reading about it, even if it's just a little bit, because crypto is coming to take over, especially blockchain technology. So people have to be ready and just understanding what's going on in the background. So I think it's good to educate themselves. And talking about Crypto Snack, check out what we're doing, because we're doing a lot of cool things in our community and giving a lot of exclusive content, and people, they would not want to miss out on that, because we might be a part of their favorite team soon. So it's good to already being part of the community and seeing some of the things that we're trying to give back to the fans.
Awesome. And Stuart, where can people find more information about Crypto Snack? Where can we get more educated, as Martin says?
Yeah, I mean, I would recommend everyone that wants to either purchase the token or want to join our community to go to our website, which is www.cryptosnacks.org. There you'll find the links to all our official channels. So I would recommend them to go there. And like Martin was saying, we've got loads and loads of positive news coming out that should add a lot of value to not just the company, but to the token. So we're very, very excited for the coming year, and we really just can't wait to get started and working.
Yeah, like Stuart said, I think it's really important for the readers to understand, when we're talking about crypto, have a look at the moves that's been doing. Just follow us, because we might people might hear us talk and hearing us say that we want to make moves, but the only thing I'm saying, just try to look at what we're doing over the next months. Then people will understand we're not joking around, and then it's just better to get on the train now.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, the vision looks phenomenal. I'm really excited to hear what the news is coming out of Italy. But I'm all out of questions, guys. So it's been a total pleasure to interview both Stuart and Martin.